Welcome back to our series where we dive deep into the world of celebrity facial aesthetics. Today, we're focusing on a polarizing figure who's been in the spotlight recently. Matt Rife, a fast-rising star in stand-up comedy, has quickly made a big name for himself in the entertainment world in the past few years. He's currently the most followed comedian on TikTok, with over 18 million followers and 360 million likes. But beyond his comedic work and on-screen charisma, it's his striking appearance that often steals the spotlight. As a comedian in the public eye, Matt's aesthetic appeal plays a pivotal role in his career. His good looks and charismatic aura not only enhance his stage presence, but also resonate with a large female audience on social media, creating a magnetic appeal that extends beyond his comedic talent. Although Matt has enjoyed a fast-rising career in the past 2 years, his journey to stardom was not an overnight sensation. It spanned over 11 years of dedication, refining his craft and carving a niche in the competitive world of comedy.
On the sidewalk and one stopped me. He goes, young man, I'm asking something. How old are you? I was like, man, it's really none of your business. He goes, God damn right, it ain't none of my business.
Especially with recent backlash regarding a few distasteful jokes in his new Netflix special, the public has been reanalyzing what drew them to him in the first place. This scrutiny has extended beyond his professional life, with rumors and speculations about potential plastic surgery. Not just commenters on TikTok, but plastic surgeons themselves have weighed in, with some even alluding to playing a part in his alleged transformation. These allegations are suggesting that Matt's good looks, particularly his sharp jawline and high cheekbones, might not be due to a late puberty, but the result of cosmetic enhancements. Let's take a look at Matt's face throughout the years. By this point, he has definitely had work done on his teeth, which is the only cosmetic work he confirms to have.
If you look at pictures of me at like 19, completely different looking person.
Did you go to like Dr. Huff Sapien down the street?
Literally
what
not
happened?
a single fucking thing. I just kept getting older, I guess.
Really?
And it's so
don't believe
funny.
it.
The only thing I've ever done is my teeth. I got veneers, obviously.
Here, looking more closely at the shape of his lower facial region, particularly his jawline and chin area, you can see that his face remains largely the same, with a balanced oval shape. His jawline and chin don't seem overly accentuated here, giving him a softer look. Contrasting his face in the more recent years, you can see a deviation from that oval-shaped face into a more square-shaped masculine face. The bigonial width of his face, which is the measure from one side of his lower jaw to the other side, has seemingly increased. His cheekbones also look far more accentuated, which works to balance the increased width of the facial third. These hypothetical changes are very effective at increasing facial attractiveness since they symmetrically balance out the facial proportions while also contributing to facial depth, a key indicator of attractiveness. These changes can be achieved through jaw angle implants and malar cheekbone implants. Regardless, even if a plastic surgeon claims to be responsible for Matt's alleged cosmetic work, whether any of these procedures took place remains purely speculation. However, one cosmetic work rumor that is likely not true in his case is buccal fat removal, a procedure which aims to remove the fat pads located in the cheeks. The changes observed in his facial structure are more consistent with natural aging rather than the effects of fat removal. As we age, we naturally lose facial fat. Although buccal fat pad volume remains relatively constant, starting to notice fat loss in other areas of the face is very common for someone in their late 20s. Moving away from any hypothetical procedures, let's closely examine Matt's facial features to understand what makes him so widely regarded as attractive. His face seems to follow the classical ideals of facial proportion. The eyes are set about one eye width apart, which is considered ideal. The facial thirds, forehead to brow line to the base of the nose to the chin, are approximately equal, which makes for an attractive, balanced look. As mentioned earlier, his bigonial width and bizygomatic width are both exceptionally wide, giving him a superhero jawline that looks like it's straight out of a comic book. This striking feature not only defines his facial structure, but also adds a remarkable, almost graphic novel-esque character to his appearance. The mental protuberance, the forward point of the chin, is pronounced, and his jawline transitions smoothly from the angle of the mandible to the chin, which is consistent with a strong yet balanced lower face structure. Although a lot of the focus has been on his lower third because of his striking jawline, his upper third is actually equally impressive. The hairline is well defined and begins at a point that creates an aesthetically pleasing proportion with the rest of the face. It follows a gentle arc, neither too straight nor excessively curved, which suggests a balanced cranial shape and contributes positively to the perceived symmetry of the face. The canthal tilt of his eyes, which refers to the angle formed by the line running through the inner and outer corners of the eye, is neutral to positively sloped. This is often associated with a dominant and alert look. The eyebrows are well arched and positioned, following the natural shape of the orbital rim. The arch of the brow is neither too high nor flat, providing a masculine aspect without aggressive overtones. The brow ridge presents a discrete prominence, giving a strong foundation for the eyebrows. It is neither too heavy nor too recessed, which can influence the expression of assertiveness or approachability. Before we end this analysis, let's return to the central question: does all this translate to success in the real world? Can a sharp jawline cut through the noise in a crowded job market? Matt himself frames his attractiveness as an obstacle that distracts from his comedic effort.
I started working out way after I was doing stand-up. I've been doing stand-up for about 12 years now. Yeah, a little over 12 years now. I will say I don't think it helps you by any means. I mean, people don't want to laugh at like physically attractive people. Like, you don't want to walk on stage and have people looking at your arms rather than listening to your jokes. I think it just makes me work that much harder on the material and the jokes that I'm trying to tell to get people to focus on.
It is true that in comedic environments, where relatability and wit are key, an attractive appearance might initially seem out of place. However, it's also important to recognize that his attractiveness, while possibly complicating the type of attention he receives, also confers undeniable benefits. This dynamic is a specific illustration of the broader and more complex issue of lookism. Lookism is the often overlooked prejudice based on physical appearance, which subtly yet significantly influences personal and professional interactions. This is especially true in the entertainment industry. A study by Thompson et al. Studied the relationship between perceptions of attractiveness and humor. The results showed a significant difference in humor ratings based on the physical attractiveness of the joke teller. Jokes told by individuals deemed as physically attractive received higher humor ratings compared to those told by both average and below average individuals. This effect was consistent across both male and female participants.